For the final race of Super 1600 for Q1, Marcel Snoyers on the inside, then it's Yuri Belevsky, Jan Czerny and Radoslaw Rachowski. Here we go. Czerny not with great reaction time from slot 3 on the grid, but going to drop back in. Manages to beat Snoyers down to turn 1 anyway. But on the exit, it's another of Volland's cars out in front.
Belevsky, isn't it?
Yeah, need to double check which of the Audis is with Volland. So it's the first time we've seen the Super 1600s this year, so apologies, we're not able to recognise them quite as quickly as we normally would. Snoyers out the back of the pack already.
Snoyers had a misfire, I heard, in free practice this morning.
So potentially still an issue.
Hopefully not. I mean, a misfire is never normally a good sign, is it? But
no, definitely not. These guys, of course, for the first time this year as well, the support category is also on a double header.
Yes, of course, yeah, because we had to lose
Portugal. Yeah, so Portugal was going to be around the Super 1600. When Portugal went, Barcelona became a double header for World ERX, but the decision was taken to make it a double header for Super 1600. We need 3 rounds for it to be given a Euro title. Unfortunately, we've lost a few drivers due to travel restrictions, and we understand that. Things like people are unable to isolate when they go home because they've got other jobs to do or other businesses to run, and some people just aren't able to cross the various borders from the countries they normally would. So it's a shame because Super 1600 is normally a massive grid. I'm loving the Skoda. Is it a City Go, I think, the tiny little Skoda? This is my favourite thing about Rallycross Super 1600 is that we continue to build new Super 1600 cars. Yeah, despite the fact that it doesn't exist as a category anywhere else, people are still going, here's a tiny car, I'm going to turn it into a Super 1600, and it looks awesome.
Yeah, it does look cool, doesn't it? Really short wheelbase.
Practically square, I think, these cars a lot of the time. I always remember the old Peugeot 106 Maxi, which was prior to Super 1600. I think that was the kit car regs, and David Higgins saying that it was square. It was a nightmare to drive in the forest because it was just so twitchy. Like, you can imagine a square car being a little bit too much.
Yeah. Got nothing to lean on there, have you?
No, but they're front-wheel drive cars. The rear tyres are only there to hold the back end of the car up anyway, aren't they? You know that from your Citroen days.
We used to run smaller tyres on the back of the car. I mean, because we weren't on any sort of restrictions, so we'd run smaller tyres on the back, less resistance, so we get a bit more straight line speed.
So narrower.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
the 13-inch instead of 14-inch.
Really?
Yeah.
No way. So that was when Dan was doing British Autocross, was it, and then on to Rallycross?
Yeah, so that was when we were in the Super National. When I was in Autocross, which is a dirt type of motorsport in the UK, we ran road tyres on the back and grip tyres on the front. Yeah. Skinny little road tyres, like basically space savers on the back.
Yeah, so then you get load to turn in and you can, flick the car about. Belevsky into the Joker. Rachowski going in as well. Battle between Rachowski and Czerny. Czerny got the inside line. Oh, looking up the inside. Goes for it in the City Go. Going to try and hold on, pushes wide. Nicely done.
Oh.
Sideways on the brakes, though. Drops it on the brakes and loses the place again. So Rachowski gets back through. Meanwhile, Belevsky has taken the win. And then it is Rachowski and Czerny, P2 and P3.
2.5 seconds quicker Belevsky was.
Yeah, but that could well be track evolution now, couldn't it, as the sun's getting up a bit. But that's not to take anything away. Belevsky is one of our front runners. But good time. So Yuri Belevsky takes race 3 of Q1 for round 1 of Super 1600 2020. Then Rachowski, Czerny and Snoyers. Belevsky to the top of the table. So it's Belevsky, Birmingham and Tuomanen, your top 3 after Q1.